Happy New Year, everybody! I figured I would start the new year with a contest. I'm currently wrapping up the Babysitter's Little Sister series, and I need one more book to review. So leave a comment on this video telling me which Little Sister book you want me to review. In 2 days, I will pick a winner at random, and I'll read the book for you. So, good luck, everybody! Please pick a good book and not a terrible book. Please! With that out of the way, let me talk about my schedule for this month. I finally got around to reading the Babysitters Club graphic novels, so I'll be reviewing book number 6, which I thought was good, and book number 7, which I thought was terrible. I'm also going to be reading 4 Boxcar Children books. That will bring me to the end of the Boxcar Children series. I do have to point out that books 1 through 19 are written by the original author. They did reboot this series in the 1990s, and now there are hundreds of books, but those are written by different ghostwriters. I'm actually going to end my review series at book 19. Maybe I'll read the reboot books. I only read Boxcar Children number 35, Mystery at the Dog Show, and that was pretty good, so I do have some interest in reading the other books in the series, but for now, I'm just going to stop at book 19. I'm also going to post reviews for Hardy Boys graphic novels. There's Danger Spells the Hangman, which takes place in a spelling bee. The culprit is a guy who's trying to blow up people at a spelling bee because his grandma told him to. It's just as stupid as it sounds. And then there's one where they go to flight school. Somebody thinks she's Amelia Earhart, and that storyline never gets resolved. Not at all. I guess she's going to be Amelia Earhart forever. I'm going to read 2 Babysitter's Little Sister books. Karen's New Year. Hey, what an appropriate book to read in January. So that book's sort of based on Harriet the Spy, where Karen makes New Year's resolutions and then acts just like Harriet. And there's Karen's in Love, where Karen gets married to Ricky in the playground. I also have 4 Babysitters Club books. Super Special number 10, Sea City, which is an okay book. It makes a lot of weird narrative decisions. Like, half of the characters aren't in Sea City for the majority of the book. They're back at home. That's kind of weird. And also, there's this big hurricane. They build up to this hurricane destroying the town, but then they completely skip over the hurricane. Yeah, the book skips ahead a week, and we never really get to see the hurricane. It's a weird narrative decision. Babysitters Club 66, Maid Marianne, which I remember not liking. It's a sewing book. And Mystery number 10, Stacy and the Mystery Money, which is a good book, but the mystery is terrible. The mystery solution is that the culprit is walking across a public parking lot. He drops a big bag of evidence right in front of Stacy. Then he goes away for 10 minutes so she can look at the evidence, and then he comes back to get it. It's weird. It's never explained why the culprit just drops all this evidence in front of Stacy for 10 minutes. It's just plot convenience. They needed a way for Stacy to get the evidence. Also, Logan, Bruno, Boy Babysitter, where he joins a gang, which I remember was a fun book. And those are all the book reviews that are going to be posted for sure this month. I did get a lot of commissions, but I don't know if I'll be able to read them all. These are all super long books, at least 200, 250 pages, and it takes me a lot longer to read those large books compared to the Boxcar Children books or the Little Sister books. So maybe I'll get to these, maybe I won't. The commissions are for Hannah Swensen number 12, Plum Pudding Murder, so that's the next book in the series. Song for a Whale, Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, The Elite, and Betty and Veronica's Jumbo Comics. I actually got that as a gift for Christmas, so I feel like I have to do a review for that book. And let's wrap up this video by talking about all the various books I read in December. So I did a lot of reading in December. I read Babysitters Club number 104, Abby's Twin, which I did not like. Abby was kind of an idiot the whole time, but it was a good idea. I think if the book had been rewritten so Abby wasn't an idiot, it would have been better. And then book 105, Stacy the Math Whiz, which is a great book, and I love it. I also read Anna and Elsa number 9, Anna Takes Charge. That was not a book I enjoyed, but it's the last book in the Anna and Elsa series, so I'm all done with the Anna and Elsa series. I also read 2 Frozen ebooks, Phantoms of Arendelle and Olaf and Sven on Thin Ice. Those 2 were released as a single volume in the United Kingdom. So I was able to read the United Kingdom version instead of buying the 2 ebooks. So that was really nice. There's a third Frozen ebook. I think it's Journey to the Northern Lights, but that was published as a single volume in the United States. So hopefully I'll be able to read it someday. I think besides for that, there are only like 2 or 3 other Frozen books, which are not picture books. So pretty soon I'll be done with all of the Frozen books in existence. I don't know why I started reading all the Frozen books. I don't know. Weird decision on my part. I started reading the Paw Enforcement series by Diane Kelly, and this was just a for fun thing. I like these books. Diane Kelly is fun. It's definitely adult humor, so these are not G-rated books. These are definitely R-rated books. Lots of swearing and references to adult situations, but dang it, I think they're kind of funny. Diane Kelly is just kind of hilarious. So I just did reviews for the first 2 books, because I read those 2 books on my own. I read Rainbow Magic, Kate the Royal Wedding Fairy, which is a special book released only in the United Kingdom to celebrate Kate Middleton getting married into the royal family. I thought that was an interesting book. I also read Rainbow Magic Special Edition number 18 and 26, Rainbow Magic number 101 through 107, but not 103. So those books were only released in the United Kingdom. That's why I wasn't able to get my hands on number 103. Maybe I'll go back and read it someday. Maybe not. Who knows? And finally, I read a bunch of Little Sister books. So Little Sister number 16 through 20, 22, Super Special 2, 63, 67, 87, 101, 107, and 111. So as you can tell, just some random books I had lying around. I got them from like a thrift store, basically. So I don't have all the books in order. I just have those random books. That's why I'm doing a contest to say, hey, just pick a book at random and I'll do a review for it, because I'm 1 book short. I also read a short story, 8 plus 8 equals 16. I find it interesting that Anne Martin wrote this short story. I think this would have been after she stopped writing books herself. She still wrote a Babysitter's Little Sister short story for an anthology. I wonder why she didn't do that for the main Babysitter's Club books. Like, she could have written a bunch of short stories, right? But no, for whatever reason, the only short story Anne Martin wrote in the Babysitter's Club universe is a Little Sister story. It's basically Karen making a list of things she wants to happen when she turns 16. That's the entire story. She talks a little bit to her mom at the start and the end of the short story, but it's mostly just her making a list about turning 16. It's interesting. It's very different, yeah. So that's all I have to say about this month. Thanks for watching my video, everybody. Hope you enjoy the book reviews that are coming this month.